Somewhere between the laundry, the school drop-offs, the daycare drop-offs, the never-ending to-do list, a quieter voice starts to fade. It's not your imagination, it's your creative voice asking to be remembered. No one tells you this when you become a mother. You don't lose yourself, but you do lose a lot of your identity that get buried under everyone else's needs and everyone else's to-do list. Today, I want to help you gently rediscover what is underneath and help to bring that to the foreground. If you're feeling disconnected from yourself and your art since becoming a mother, it's not you. And it's not because you're uninspired. Rather, it's because your identity is in such a huge transformation, one of the biggest transformations you'll go through in life. And while it feels hard, it is not failure. It is an open doorway to something new. Hi, my name's Rebecca Victoria and welcome back to my studio. I am a professional fine art painter with a bachelor degree in fine art from Melbourne and from Paris. Welcome. In my opinion, motherhood doesn't erase your creative identity. It reshapes it and reforms it. And it's like almost having a rock that has been polished and turned and compressed and turned into this beautiful diamond. That transformation is you learning how to polish it and how to reshape it in your new identity and how to turn it into the diamond and how to create this beautiful life you're looking for. I really believe that when you become a mother or when your life changes, you don't become less creative. Your life just becomes more fragmented and your creativity has to fit into those fragments in a different way than it did before. And I think it's because your nervous system has really shifted into more of this protector, like safety role. When you have this little being that you're taking care of, you always have to be hyper vigilant as to how to make sure that they stay alive, safe, healthy, and well. And when you're stuck in that mindset of being the protector, it's really hard to shift to a creative mindset unless you intentionally do so. So you have to make the space for this as well. But when you become a mother, that space is really limited and that can be really hard. And it can kind of feel like you're failing your creative spark or your creative energy because of this. But I truly believe that after you become a mother and you experience all of the changes of identity that you go through with this transformation, that your creativity really deepens in a way that it never had before. It changes so phenomenally from my experience, and now my art carries these deeper emotional layers and textures, and there's so much more lived wisdom that comes out through my art. And I think it has this quieter power, this different impact, and I think it is very much referential to the power of motherhood and the power that women go through all the changes that we have to go through in our life. And I think it is a beautiful nod to that transition when you are able to get back into your art and get back into your creative power, let's say, and really create from a place of nuance, but from a new lens of life. So your authentic voice, your creative voice, it may be a bit quieter now in this new lens of life, but I think that it is much more honest and it's much more brave from my experience. I felt like my pre-motherhood creativity, it really was a lot more egoic, and it came a lot more from ambition and this self-definition that I had created. And it was this identity that I put together that I was going to be a professional artist. And I think that after I had children and that got all shaken up, that my post-motherhood creativity is so much more truthful and tender and raw and honest. And I really think this translates into the artwork. The subject matter that I'm using now since before having kids has completely flipped itself on its head, which I find really interesting. And I wonder how much of an impact that was from having children. I know it was. I am now drawn to a lot of different things than I was before. Like I have a different color palette than what I used to use. I tend to start with different colors on my palette, which is a different limited palette essentially, and that has changed the colors that I use in my artworks dramatically, and that has really shifted and pushed my art a long way forwards, because I think I'm a lot braver in the colors that I want to choose now, because I know that ultimately whatever color I use does not matter. There are so many bigger things in my life that matter more now, and I feel like I genuinely can't ruin my artwork if it's coming from my truth. I am also painting completely different scenes. I used to mainly do portraiture for all of my art. Now typically my commissions are portraiture, and then a lot of my other work that I create and sell, it is a lot of landscapes and a lot of floral pieces, and I love so much that those are the things that I've transitioned into. I can still keep my portraiture art going, and I still love doing that. I still find it extremely rewarding, but I also get this really creative, explosive outlet that I didn't have as much in my portraiture art. It was much more like really focusing on a reference and responding to that, but now I don't often use a reference. I just respond to the things that I feel, and I respond to the colors that I'm drawn to, and I use my intuition in a really different way, and I trust my intuition so much more now post motherhood. There's just been so much evolution in my creativity, and even in my mediums, I would do traditional oil painting before, and now I tend to stick to using my water-based oil paints, which I can paint in a really different way because I'm not worried about the solvents and having turpentine in my studio and the fumes and everything. So it's a much safer way of painting, but also I can create things differently. And I've also been playing around a lot with oil pastels, which I really haven't used a ton in the past. I have done a lot of soft pastel drawings, but not for a long time, but the oil pastels are new. And I really love how quickly I can paint with them, and how I can paint in layers differently with using the different mediums. And then I've also been doing a lot of digital drawings on Procreate on my iPad, and I do that because it fits in so nicely with motherhood, and I find it so easy to do around the children. And I never did that before at all. So I love that has become a really big part of my creative practice, and I love doing it. I find it so rewarding and so gratifying, and I never would have done that, I don't think, before having kids, because I didn't have that push to do it before having kids. Hey, I also just wanted to let you know that I create custom artworks. If you have a dream, a story, a person, or a memory that you want to keep close, a great way to do that is to turn it into a piece of art. These commissioned artworks are for people who want something deeply personal. It is a great gift, but it's also great to hang in your own space. Together we can work to create the artwork of your dreams, and you can apply through my website today to have your own dream artwork created. So if you're interested, please head to my website at www.rebeccavictoriastudios.ca, and I'll link it below. I can't wait to create your dream artwork with you. One thing that I really found with coming back into the studio post having kids is that I really had to claim this new identity and really do a lot of soul searching to see who I had become now and see who I was transforming into. And I think that painting really helped that just as much as it was a double-sided thing. Like, the painting helped me figure that identity out, and I needed the identity to help figure out what I was painting. So I think that just took a bit of time and a lot of journaling. I do journal most days, and I find that I get so much out of that. And I think that it is a phenomenal practice to do, and I highly encourage you to journal as well as be creative, because I think that when we write down what we are thinking, we are able to process it in a really different way. And I find that very, very helpful. And I think that that is a really beautiful way for me to help figure out who I am becoming, who I was before, and who I'm going to be in the future. And really honoring that it's okay to make art that fits in with your schedule. It's okay to make things that are different than it used to be. It may look really different than post-motherhood. Like, I never created on the iPad. I never thought I was going to create digital artworks. But being flexible and willing to try different things and just going with what fits in with being a mother is a really crucial part of growing and becoming the new artist that you are now. going to be, and really not reflecting back and trying to be who you were before and really fighting against it, because I think that would be extremely debilitating and it just wouldn't be rewarding at all. Like, this process needs to be rewarding, it needs to be fun. And if you're trying to get back to who you were rather than claiming who you are now, I think you're going to ultimately take so much longer and have so much more hurt and pain in the long run, and I don't think that's healthy. So my hope is for you that you can create art that works with this season, this time in your life, and that really works with your nervous system and what you need, what your body needs right now, and really appreciate any small step that you make and not feel like you have to make these huge grand gestures. It can be really small intentional habits that slowly turn you into figuring out who you are, what your art wants to be now, and how it should be. I truly believe that your creative identity has not been taken from you. It is just being reshaped and turned into something more nuanced, more beautiful, more interesting, more emotional, and there is a lot more depth within that. And I truly want you to know that becoming a mother has not made you any less of an artist. If it means that you're not able to make art right now because you're deep within the trenches, it's okay. And it's okay to just even watch a video like this and just think about being creative and know that it's going to be waiting for you when you're ready. I think that you need to just believe that you're going to become a better artist because of this journey that you've been on, and believe that maybe your art's going to be different, but that's okay. Believe that it's there for a reason. Your art's there for a reason. Your creative journey is there for a reason. Your children are there for a reason, obviously. And I want you to just slowly work on discovering who you're becoming. You never know. This new version of yourself could be deeper, beautiful, creative, magical, and the only way that you can figure that out is to go through this season, go through this life, and see where it takes you. And let the chips fall where they may, become magical in the way that you're meant to, and just trust that this is the path for you. So that is what I wanted to chat about today. I hope that this maybe resonated with some of you, and if it did, I would love it if we could chat further down in the comments. I would also love it if you could subscribe and maybe share this with someone that you think it may resonate with. I am sending you so much love, and I'm really hoping that you might have a little bit of time in your day-to-day to do something creative. And if not, that's okay too. Anyway, bye. Just before I let you go, I just wanted to let you know that you can now bring a piece of my artwork into your own personal space. On my website, you will find original paintings, prints, postcard, mini prints, and you will also find my children's books. Each piece is made from the heart and holds a little piece of wonder and softness and story. So if you're interested, please head to my website at www.rebeccavictoriastudios.ca, and I'll link it below.